Ooh. Greetings, 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 royal family. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I am live in real time. So I'll give you guys a minute to start rolling in. Y'all know how YouTube gets down. Put a thumbs up if you could hear me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's October 17th. The year's still 2020. And I'm live. It's been a while since I hit this go live button. This seems weird. This feels so weird. So as you coming in, just put a thumbs up in the chat. Let me know that you in here and you can hear me. I'd greatly appreciate it. I think there's a little bit of a delay. Yes, Logical Human. Oh, I like that name. We need more like you. So we got a couple of topics to talk about today. Nicki Minaj is on the lineup. P. Diddy. Oh my goodness. P. Diddy is on the lineup. Cardi B and Offset. I'm going to let y'all sound off about that. I don't even really care, but it's a hot topic, and I know you guys want to talk about that. Megan Thee Stallion. Who else is on here? Oh, David Adefeso, Tamar's ex-boyfriend. Well, he responded to Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton called him a weasel and a ferret. And then I'm just going to pretty much be recapping all the stuff that I talked about this week, and you guys could sound off. It's been a while since we had a family meeting. Happy Saturday, everybody. Please pay your admission fee. Hitting the like button. That's your admission fee. Share the video if you want to pay a little bit extra. Thank you in advance. If you're watching the replay, the same rules apply. All right, so I'm sounding all right. Logical Human. I really like that name. We need more logical humans because there's too many illogical humans. All right, should I get this thing started? Because I know it takes a while for YouTube to send out the notifications and all of that good stuff. So if people are going to be coming in late, they're going to be missing some stuff. It's all good. All right, so hopefully everybody is having a fantastic Saturday. I know I am. You guys should be done with your running around and all that stuff, your little errands or whatever. So I decided to come live because I miss having these little Saturday chats with you guys. Thank you to all of the new subscribers. Welcome to the royal family. We are growing. We're at, 12,700 subscribers right now. So the channel is growing, and I like the pace that it's growing at. Nice and steady. So shout out to all my A1 Day Ones, too, who've been subscribed to the channel for a long time, holding it down, sharing the video, and all that good stuff. I'm never going to get tired of showing my appreciation. I'm very, very grateful. All right, so where do I want to start? Let's start with some foolishness because y'all know how I get down. Some nonsense. So a woman who was on a Delta flight, right? She says that she woke up to a pastor sprinkling on her. Yes, sprinkling on her. Look at this. This is according to the New York Post. This is absolutely insane. Can you imagine you on a flight and you wake up and somebody is relieving themselves on you? Baby. So Alicia Beverly said that she dozed off in the backseat of a red-eye flight Monday from LA to Detroit before she was awakened by a strange sensation. This is absolutely crazy. So she was, taken back when she opened her eyes to find another passenger tinkling on her. I just want to know why she's not in jail, because I would have went off. And she was forced to sit in these fluids the entire flight. And this man is a well-known pastor from North Carolina. That's crazy. So apparently he suffered like a bad reaction to some sleep aid medications. This is what sources are telling the outlet. So you can hear it from the horse's mouth. Take a listen. Like to hear it? Here you go.
Red-eye flight from Las Vegas. Pretty much everyone on board was sleeping. One woman in the back was woken up in the most disturbing way.
I've never been more ready to come back home until the end.
Detroiter Alicia Beverly could not wait to get back, ironically, from Sin City.
It's just a girls trip. I was with my sister.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, had fun.
Monday night, curled up in a back seat next to her sister on board a Delta flight. Alicia was asleep until
It started to get warm on this side of me.
in that sleepy haze right at eye level, something unexpected.
I jump up and I seen his private area out, so I screamed and that woke everybody on the plane up. By the time I actually looked at him and I see him shaking himself off, I'm like, this man just peed on me.
Her scream getting the attention of an off-duty officer on board.
In the midst of me doing all that, I looked, it was like a puddle of pee in the seat.
Alicia says the officer rushed over, restraining the man who turned out to be a well-known pastor from North Carolina. Sources tell us the pastor had an apparent bad reaction to a sleep aid.
He didn't say anything the whole time he was standing there.
Just like you were a bathroom.
Yeah.
Alicia sat in those wet clothes for hours before landing at Detroit Metro, where the pastor was taken into custody. He hasn't been charged yet. The FBI handles incidents in the air. They'll make a decision on charges. Meanwhile, Alicia is filled with anxiety.
I left work yesterday because I couldn't stay, but I had to tell him why I needed to leave because it was a lot. Like, my anxiety was really bad. Like, I literally, since then, I probably only got maybe like 4 hours of sleep.
She's grateful, though, for the officer who took charge.
I'm literally very thankful that he was on there and something was able to be done right away, and it wouldn't have been like my word against his. It was somebody on there to actually see.
We spoke with the pastor's camp by phone. They're choosing not to comment right now. As for Delta, they referred us to local police. Reporting in Romulus.
That is absolutely, positively embarrassing. I feel so bad for that girl. And that's crazy. I don't even know what to say. And why are they keeping the pastor's identity hidden? Is it because he's a pastor? Like, she has to face that embarrassment, so why can't he? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. That I don't know what I would have done in that instance. I would have went off. I would have totally went off. But that's just so unfortunate. She had to sit in those clothes for the entire flight. Her name is all over the media. She's speaking to the media, showing her face. But meanwhile, this quote unquote passer, his identity is being hidden. I don't know. I mean, he claims that he had a reaction to medication, but some charges got to be pressed, man. He has to pay a fine or something. That girl should be compensated because that's embarrassing as heck. And that's a form of assault, is it not? If you spit on somebody, you can go to jail for assault. So if you tinkle on somebody, why not the same thing? I don't know. That's extremely embarrassing. You guys let me know what you think. All right, let's move this train along. This is very interesting. So P. Diddy, he's back in the news. Diddy, he's trying to launch his own political party, anti-Cheeto political party. This is a disaster. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but Diddy did an interview with Charlemagne, right? And it was a hot mess. I saw it in its entirety. He was all over the place. You know, there's only 2 weeks or so left until election day, or maybe like a little over 2 weeks until election day. And he decides now he wants to take action. Before, a couple months ago, Diddy was saying that, you know, we should hold our vote as black people. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden he's saying we don't need to hold our vote. We got to get Cheeto 45 up out of that White House. Now, here's the thing. There are some people who, everyone is entitled to talk about politics, right? You could talk about whatever the heck you want to talk about. But see, the problem that I have is there are going to be some people that actually take Diddy's word as Bible. I'm encouraging you. I don't tell people what to do, but I'm encouraging you not to listen to this man, because if you saw the interview in its entirety, Diddy was all over the place. I don't know if he was in his right mind. You know, you never know with these people who have, you know, money and access to things, if you know what I'm saying. All over the place. So he launched a anti-Cheeto 45, that's what I call him, party to represent the needs of black people. This is what Diddy is saying, because he believes the U.S. is on the verge of a race war. First of all, stop trying to inflict fear or instill fear in people. Diddy, where were you? In his interview with Charlemagne, right? He admitted, it came out of his own mouth. He said that he doesn't like to talk to politicians on the phone. He said that he didn't even meet Obama or speak with, Obama until after Obama was out of office. So you mean to tell me Obama was in office for 8 years and you never once had a conversation with him? You're so concerned about black people, right? You never sat down with Obama and presented any of your ideas or thoughts and opinions to this man. He served 2 terms, 8 years, and you don't like to talk to politicians. Cheeto 45 and his camp reached out to Diddy and he didn't accept the call. So what are you on here talking about? This is absolutely ridiculous. Please make sure you're liking the video and sharing the video as well. Happy Saturday, everybody. So on Friday, the rapper announced the creation of, quote, Our Black Party. That's the name of this group, which hopes to advance a political agenda that addresses the needs of black people. And mind you, we're just about 2 weeks until the election. What does that mean? That's so vague. That's so vague. Addresses the needs of black people. There's dozens, hundreds, thousands of needs as far as it pertains to black people in this country. What does that mean? What is your game plan, Diddy? Why are you doing this? Are you doing this because Ice Cube recently met up with Trump? So Diddy says, I'm launching one of the boldest things I've ever launched. This is what he tweeted. I'm launching a black political party with some young black elected officials and activists. Who, Diddy? It's called Our Black Party. It doesn't matter if you are Republican or Democrat. Diddy said his number one priority is to get Cheeto 45 out of office. He has to go, adding, we can't allow this man to continue to try and divide us. What? What is your agenda? What is it? What are you doing? Well, how are you going to help black people? I don't want to hear anybody else saying, oh, we got to get Cheeto 45 out of office. Okay, fine. But what is your plan of action to do so? Step 1, step 2, step 3, what are the steps? All you doing is emotionally riling people up. And I think that you are using this to your benefit. And he's collecting money. I'm not paying you nothing, Diddy. Are you serious? Do you know how many artists you owe money to? Sir? Okay, let me stop shouting in this mic. I don't know. If you guys saw the interview, let me know what you think, because Diddy definitely was all over the place. He really was. He says that it would also be irresponsible of him to let this moment go by and not make sure going forward we are doing what it takes to own our politics. Diddy says that black people aren't even a topic of real discussion. After a summer of Black Lives Matter protests, following, everything that happened leading up to the Black Lives Matter movement recently. You guys know. I don't need to say it. So Diddy feels that black people aren't even a topic of real discussion, huh? Are you sure, Diddy? Have you been paying attention to what's been going on politically and movements that have been happening? He said, we can no longer stand for doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, he said. That's insanity. It's time we unify. Okay, how, Diddy? How are we going to unify exactly? This is what I don't like. Don't get people emotionally riled up, and don't pander to people's already heightened emotions, and then you just come with some empty words and some jargon and some foolishness. That's counterproductive in my opinion. Moving along, the site exists to advance the political agenda that addresses the needs of black people. This is what the site says. We envision an America where black people are liberated and participate freely in the political, economic, and social systems that work together for our benefits. This is their mission statement. Diddy's party aims to, quote, power the black political agenda by developing a coalition of people and organizations committed to building black political power and fiercely advocating for radical change that dramatically improves the quality of life for Black people in America. Vague, 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 vague. You have so many organizations already doing that, working towards doing that. What are you talking about? This seems like he copy and pasted somebody else's mission statement and is putting it out there. What I don't understand is, why is he so adamant now, we got to get Cheeto 45 out of office? Okay, a lot of people feel that way, but you're not saying the why. You are not tackling any of these specific issues that are affecting Black people and using it as a stance. You seem like you're a little nervous. Like I said, he did an interview with Charlamagne. Diddy, if you're just coming in, welcome. Make sure you pay your admission fee, hit the like button. Diddy sat down with Charlamagne for a discussion, and Diddy was all over the place. He seemed a little erratic. He seemed a little bit like he wasn't making much of any sense. Like he was contradicting himself the entire interview. And like I said, I watched it from beginning to end. And Charlamagne was sitting there looking extremely confused. Diddy was just talking about growing up. He understands, growing up smelling pissy hallways and rats and roaches. And he just because his address has changed doesn't mean that he doesn't remember those days and he's not in the fight. What? Is something wrong with him mentally? We know, as far as Diddy's legacy is concerned, he has his reputation is, and Bad Boy's reputation. Yeah, I put out good music, but you also screwed over all of your artists. All of them. Not some, all. Each and every one of them. They're either no longer here or they are financially bankrupt, emotionally bankrupt too. So you want to now create a political party and lead Black people? Nah, Diddy, I'm good. I'm going to sit this one out. I don't look at Diddy as a leader as it pertains to politics. Absolutely not. And now all of a sudden, you want Cheeto 45 out, but that's your boy, isn't it? That's your homeboy. I don't know how I feel about this. I think this is extremely dangerous. I'm not listening to anything that he says or following him. See, I don't idolize people, but there will be some people out there that take his word like, yeah, but again, I encourage you to listen to the interview with Charlamagne that he did in its entirety. And you tell me if he makes any sense to you. He sounds like he's terrified and scared and he's just rambling. What are you scared of, Diddy? Well, Aubrey O'Day, she was signed to Bad Boy briefly with the group Danity Kane. She took to social media and she basically has every right to say what she said. So Complex posted this. This is according to the Neighborhood Talk. This is their IG page. This is where I got this from. So Complex posted, Diddy is launching a new political party. And a quote, the number one priority is to get Cheeto 45 out of office. He has to go. So Aubrey O'Day replies to this and says, Diddy has mismanaged artists and stolen their money his whole career, including Danity Kane. And now he is showing up with 18 days left before the election to get Cheeto 45 out of office. Eyeball emoji. When I was on Apprentice, Cheeto 45 used to tell me daily how him and Puff are good friends. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, Aubrey O'Day worked with Diddy, hands on. She worked with him. So she knows the inner workings of this man's business practices, a mess. And I like the way that she put this. She's never been afraid to speak up against Diddy. And I think that's why he blackballed her, because she was the one that was always, I guess you could say, mouthy. But she was the one that always, spoke up and spoke her mind when she didn't agree with Diddy. And of course, he didn't like that. So, he blackballed her. That's why she jumped from reality show to reality show. No shade, but I'm just saying. That Diddy has the power to do that. But it seems like he's losing his footing. I don't know. He was very, 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 very irrational. So let's see what's going on. Greetings. Don't try me. Hey, Josie is in the building. Nope, I'm not pre-recording. I am live. He is not my boy. Didn't Aubrey date Cheeto Jr.? Probably. I did hear that. Nope. I'm live. I'm in the building today. All right. So yeah, but Diddy, I don't know, man. Something's going on with this dude. Let me see if I can play this.
Today, I will introduce a new product of Saker Company.
Of course, they have to have an ad. Let's hear what Diddy has to say, y'all.
So I could sit back here in the crib, but I'm not with it. I'm from that same block. I'm a frontliner. I'm with the smoke at any time, no matter where my address is at. We're in a war. This is not a game. Everybody needs to wake up. I'm ringing the alarm.
Diddy, what are you talking about? What? Ringing what alarm? Something is up. Look at this dude. Charlamagne was sitting there looking extremely confused. He had no idea. I just can't. I'm not following anything that Diddy has to say. And Aubrey called him out, rightfully so. Good for you, Aubrey. Ugh, I can't even deal. Are you guys going to be following Diddy's politics? Tell me what you think. All right, let's move on to the next story. Lord, mercy. Are you guys tired of Tamar and David's story yet? I still have Tamar's shows to finish reviewing. I wasn't even going to. I was just like, what's the point? But David Adefeso. So Toni Braxton recently posted and deleted something online. I think it was on Twitter. And she said, David, you're a weasel. You know, she called him a ferret. Don't involve my children. She said, you weasel, you ferret. You are beyond contempt. Once again, do not include my children in your shenanigans. Please leave my family alone. So everybody's like, what has gotten Toni Braxton so upset to the point that she would post on social media? What did David do? Because everybody hates David, right? Everybody thinks that David is a scam artist, even though no one has proved how he is a scam artist. Everybody thinks that he's trying to use Tamar. Use Tamar for what exactly? What? What is he trying to use Tamar for? This man has already had his accolades, his accreditation, his businesses, his own money. Didn't Tamar go on Wendy Williams in her Spanx and bragged about the fact that he's a Harvard business graduate and he has his own business and he has his own money? So what exactly is he using Tamar for? Clout. He had clout before he met Tamar. We just didn't know him on the TV screen and in blogs and things like that. Whatever. So after, Toni made that big deal and then Tawanda got on some blog or some podcast and said, David took it too far. They always talking in riddles. I'm really starting to get tired of the Braxton sisters. I'm being honest. And I like their show. I'm actually looking forward to their show coming back. So a rep for David actually responds to Toni Braxton's post, right? So a rep for David tells theblast.com that David wishes the Braxton family nothing but the best and has moved on from the ordeal even stronger. First of all, David, congratulations to you for doing the right thing and getting a restraining order because you felt you needed one. I don't care what anybody says. You could be a Tamartian. You could be a Braxton fan, whatever. I think that David did the right thing because had he not, trust me, he would have got a bad rap as a black man in this country. And yes, I said as a black man in this country. So David, he's basically focused on justice for Nigeria, and he's releasing an app, and it's basically going to be addressing the wealth disparity and help reduce educational debt within minority communities. So David actually has things to do. And Tamar is no longer one of them. He doesn't have time to associate himself in this type of drama. Okay, he's a businessman. He's doing his thing. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. I applaud David for getting a restraining order. Whether you like him or not, I think that people don't like him because they don't find him physically attractive. I could be right. That's just what I see because everybody's always attacking his looks. It is what it is. Now, again, Toni, she posted that tweet. She didn't explain anything, which I think is very it's just deceptive and manipulative. You put that out there. People are going to want to know, what are you talking about? Toni didn't even post anything when Tamar went through her traumatic situation this summer. Now you're it's just too much drama with them. So he basically posted a screenshot of a note that she composed, Toni, that is, sorry, on her iPhone. David, you weasel, yada, yada. Let me get past this article. Toni never mentioned exactly what she was talking about. David basically had been in contact with the police, right, for help because he is trying to serve Tamar with legal papers. Okay, remember, he has a temporary restraining order set in place. So he got it. But of course, temporary restraining order, you have to go to court. It's temporary. It's not, permanent. So he's trying to get Tamar served with legal papers. So to me, it seems like Tamar is ducking and dodging being served. Now, why is it that Tamar could not be served at her house? Where is Tamar staying exactly? Now, David said, a rep for David said that he requested that the officers not attempt to serve Tamar at Toni Braxton's home, but they did anyway. So the Blast.com is reporting that they were told that police reached out to Toni via email in an attempt to track down Tamar. They also made a stop. They also made a stop at Toni's home. So David did not want Toni's house to be visited to serve Tamar with this. David actually wanted the officers to go to Vince's house if they couldn't serve her at her house. So I find that very, very interesting. Sources tell theblast.com that David had no intention on having the police show up to Toni's home. He told the officers to try her ex-husband Vincent Herbert's property, but they didn't listen to him. The Blast previously reported that David recently filed a DV restraining order against Tamar in LA Superior Court. He is asking the court to grant him a temporary restraining order, which would prohibit Tamar from coming near him or contacting him in any manner. The case is still pending. Good for you, David. Run far and as fast as you can. Stay away from them, get out of the drama, leave it alone. Now, I am going to do a separate video about David and Tamar and how the show ended, because I think I only reviewed like 2 or 3 episodes of Get Your Life. I got to finish that up. It's just a lot. Like, Tamar she's just a lot. And I think that she is not truthful. And she recently, in one of my previous videos, she recently went on to Twitter and she posted like a voice note basically saying that, nobody wins when the family feuds, and thank you to her family for finally, all of a sudden now, she appreciates her family all of a sudden now sticking up for her. She said the relationship with David was not a bad one. She said that when she was going through what she went through earlier in the summertime, he was there for her. He was the only one that was there for her. And she wants to just heal in peace. She says, I love y'all. Thank you, yada, yada. But please just let me heal in peace. And I think that Tamar feels bad. They're making it seem as though Tamar, or Mona Scott Young on the show, they're making it seem as though Tamar's sisters stayed away from her for as long as they did, like for 2 years or so, because of David. I don't think so. I think they stayed away from her because of Tamar. Okay? I don't even want to get into the review for the show. I'll do that in a separate video. But I just think that Tamar she needs to grow up. Point blank, period. You can like somebody, but you can tell them the hard truth. I think that she's immature. I think that she tells lies a lot, and she also said in her little Twitter voice note that the only reason why David was a part of the show is because she asked him to be. I believe that. I believe that Tamar confided in David because no one else was dealing with Tamar, her sisters included. She didn't have any friends. She lost, like she said, she lost her friends. She lost her family. I don't think you lost these people. I think these people got away from you because you're full of drama and you never take accountability for anything. Not one time in this show did Tamar take accountability for the things that she quote unquote lost. It's always someone else's fault. You know what I mean? It's always production. It's always her sisters. It's always the media. It's always someone else, and it's never her. And her being the age that she is, to me, I think that's scary because you're grown, you're a mother, you know what I mean? And you refuse, you're a victim. You have become accustomed to being a victim. It gets you attention. You're addicted to it. And say what you want to say. Oh, to pray for Tamar. Tamar needs to pray for herself, and she also needs to want to change. Will she get the same attention that she gets now if she's not always a victim? Probably not. And maybe she can't handle that. You can pray for somebody, but what are my prayers or anyone else's prayers going to do if she herself is not being truthful and honest with herself and with God? And Goldie is full of crap too. Okay? These are just my opinions. It is what it is. Let me see what y'all in here saying. Greetings, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome. I am live. This is not a pre-recorded. Ooh, Josie, you lighting me up in the comments? He's not my boy. Yes, Tamar needs help. Tamar's show gives me a headache. You don't like David either? Oh, you haven't seen the last episode? Oh, I encourage you to watch it. It's so full of absolute foolishness. Mona is full of it too. But we know what Mona gives. She doesn't care about Tamar. And fun fact, in case anybody forgot, Tamar made it very clear when she was going like crazy on Twitter that she did not want to work with Mona. She said that. She tweeted that. I didn't make that up. When she was blaming production and production this and production that, she said that she let the network know that she did not want to work with Mona. She walked into a meeting and saw Mona. So that made her upset. But she already signed the contract, so she had no choice but to work with Mona. I ain't making that up. Greetings, Lady Locks. Edith McNeil, greetings. Tamar, I said the same thing. Tamar has arrested development. Yep, absolutely. And as you can like somebody and still tell them the truth. Like I would want someone to tell me the truth if I was acting and behaving this way. That doesn't mean that I'm a hater. Like, that's exactly why people stay stuck in the ruts that they're in. You know what I mean? Or sometimes people just cannot evolve because, oh, you're a hater. You know how many people said that I was a hater when I gave my review for my last for the last episode of Get Your Life? I mean, that doesn't bother me, but I'm a hater. So you condone this behavior. I wonder how many of those same people, right, would want to share a space with Tamar and be around her every day. Yeah, right. Watching the show is exhausting. That's why I haven't even reviewed it. Because I just caught up on the last couple of episodes just yesterday while I was doing my little errands and whatnot and cleaning and all that other stuff. It's like I have to take her in doses. And I'm committed to doing the reviews, so, it's for research purposes. But she's exhausting. How many of you watch the show? Tell me the show is not exhausting to you. That is nuts, right? To imagine her in real life. I just don't think that Tamar is honest. I don't. So it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, who we got next? We can go back to talking about Tamar, but let's shift gears a little bit. Nicki Minaj. So she revealed that she has a son. I know there were rumors going around that she had a daughter. Lonnie Love got her head chewed off because people thought that she revealed, that Nicki had a daughter, She said it, but Nicki doesn't have a daughter. She has a son, right? That's what she said. So she loves her little boy. She's all in love with her baby boy, which is great. She was recently they recently released the Whole Lotta Choppa. Is that the name of the song? Yeah. The remix. So what do you guys think of her song, her feature song? And she did record this song, I think a few days before actually going into labor. And she mentioned Drake's son Adonis, basically saying that she wants a play date. And then Drake, he reposted the whole lot of Choppa cover art and said something along the lines of a play date coming soon. I didn't feel like looking for it on Instagram. So Drake and Nicki, they made up, as they should. Now they're following each other again on social media. They should. They're under the same, label. You know what I mean? They're like family. So family falls out sometimes and then they get back together. And that would be cute to see Nicki's son and Drake's son growing up together. That would be great. But what do you guys think about the whole lot of Choppa remix? I want Nicki to remain. I would like to see her keep her, baby private, hidden from the world. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because people are already doing too much, just already doing too much. And it sucks that these people who are, quote, famous, these entertainers, they don't even have any type of privacy. They're people who feel entitled to be involved in their every single move, But when it comes to kids, I just feel like people should back off. Paparazzi, fans, people who don't like, Nicki Minaj, they just feel like they're entitled. Well, she wants to be a public figure. Yeah, but she's giving you music. This is what you know her for. So she gives you music. She doesn't have to give you access to her personal life. And like I said, some stans, fans, non-supporters, paparazzi, all that, they do too much, in my opinion. Too much. All right, let me read. I got to stop and read the comments. Hold on here. Goalie is full of BS. When you see... Lady Locks, did you watch my reviews? Can you, and I said this before, so a lot of this is probably going to be repetitive. Can you imagine if you go to a therapist, right? Or a psychiatrist. Let's say you go to a psychiatrist, medically trained. They have their accreditation and all their, bells and whistles. And you are there talking to them. And they start crying and getting all emotional and storming out. And I said this in one of my reviews. You would contact your insurance company immediately, right? The Goalie is full of crap. She's an actress. I was looking up her. First of all, her Instagram is private. I can imagine. And I looked her up. She is an actress. She was in 2 movies that I never heard of. She's an actress. That's this Hollywood. I work with Hollywood celebrities, and I think that's what attracted Tamar to her, or Tamar was attracted to that because she worked in Hollywood. And we already know what Hollywood gives. And I said this in my review. So if you heard it before, I'm sorry, it's repetitive. But for those of you who haven't, we know what Hollywood gives. We know what the music industry gives. I don't even have to go down that road. And then when I looked up Goalie, I'm like, she's an actress. That's why she had the fake, I can't deal with this. And I just can't deal with this. This is what I want to say. I should save this for the review video, but if you don't like David, right? What you doing at his 50-something odd birthday party? Why does Goalie have to go everywhere Tamar goes? That sounds like a handler to me, right? Anyway. Right. If I can break the therapist, then exactly. It's like, where the heck you got your degree from? What? You can connect with your therapist. However, a therapist is supposed, or it's therapists, counsel, whatever. They're supposed to remain professional. The objective is to help the client, give ways for the client to cope with whatever it is they are going through. Bring the client to some level of enlightenment, recognition. You know what I mean? Not break down and have, this ain't waiting to exhale, girl. What are you doing? You crying. She's full of crap. And not to mention, I'm going to tell you why Goalie is weak. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, dream interpretation. Girl, you could, listen. You can get a dream book. My grandmother has had the same dream book since I was little. Okay? It's all tattered and torn up, but it's a dream book. Older people, they have numbers in there. You're supposed to play your numbers in the lottery or whatever. Anyway, I am not saying that what Goldie is doing is trash, but she is not trustworthy. David tried to sit down and have a conversation with this woman. Immediately, she's defensive. She got up. She started saying David can blankety blank, blank, blank. Why are you cussing David out? Because he basically says that he thinks what you're doing is witchcraft. Why would you cuss him out? Seems like he, disturbed some spirits that's up in your Goldie. If you don't get out of here, she's full of crap. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, Tamar asked her to go. But I guess. Goldie, let me tell you, you know what's so funny? Everybody say, a lot of people, not everybody, a lot of people say, I missed you guys. I miss doing the lives. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a great weekend so far. But a lot of people were saying that David is clout chasing. Mind you, I got Nicki Minaj up on the screen. I'm done. David is clout chasing. David is using Tamar. What the heck is David using Tamar for? For what? I'm not even going to shade Tamar because anything outside of her on reality television is none of my business. Her finances ain't none of my business, none of that. But what is David using her for? Her prestigious education that she doesn't have? What is she? Goldie to me seems like the one that was there for clout, because had she not been on this show, who would have been checking for her? We knew who David was before this show came on. We knew who Tamar was, right? I didn't know no Goldie. I actually Googled her. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think she doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. Like, a lot of her stuff is hidden. And like I said, her Instagram page is private. You a straight up clown. You an actress, ma'am. And I see right through all that Maybelline. I ain't beat. David kept calling her a witch. Well, I mean, if the shoe fits, I'm just saying. Yes, Tamar. Oh, hey, She-Ray. I'm going back into the comments. Yeah, Tamar does need to pray for herself. And that she needs to take all the time that she needs because she can't put a man in front of her family, despite the issues she had with them regardless. Yeah. I'm telling you, Tamar is so predictable. Like, she's so predictable. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying I'm Miss Cleo. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes humans are more alike as far as their behavioral patterns. They're more alike than they are different. So, when people say like, oh, I seen their type before. I know somebody who act just like that. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people's behavioral patterns, whether it be due to trauma or whatever, or they're faking it or whatever it may be. But people's behavioral patterns in most cases are the same. Like, Tamar has been the same since Braxton Family Values. Tell me I'm lying. The only difference is she doesn't have the money that she had when she started. But the immaturity, the loud, boisterous, behavior, the obnoxiousness, it's the same. Blaming everyone, the crying with no tears. And I'm not trying to tear her down. But you know what I don't like? I don't like when people try to take advantage of other people in any shape, form, or fashion, but especially emotionally. Because there are people who are empaths and there are people who like Tamar, and to see her going through these things, it upsets them and it triggers them. And Tamar knows that. She knows all I have to do is act like this, and this people will feel sorry for me. They will forget about the issue, the real underlying issue, that I'm the one behaving unprofessional. I'm the one that started this mess. When she sat down with Mona and said she's tired of begging her sisters to come spend time with her, I threw my hands up and I said, I'll watch the rest of these episodes another time. I can't. You mean to tell me that Tamar is so obnoxious that she doesn't recall that it is recorded? I used to review Braxton Family Values this last season, all the episodes, all of them, right? And going further back, before I started YouTube, she doesn't remember when she used to throw it in her sister's face that she has money and they don't. She doesn't recall that. She doesn't recall when she used to talk about her sister's looks or her sister's significant others, calling one of her sister's husbands a B word on television, calling her other sister's husband all types of derogatory names. She doesn't remember that. And then she's like, I don't know why. I've abused them. I've made fun of them in interviews. I've told their business. I've embarrassed them. I made them feel insecure about their finances. I don't know why they don't want to be around me. Come on. Are you serious? She will never acknowledge that. Child. That's why I can't watch that show. I'm an empath. Lady Locke, you should watch the last episode. David said he got his family together and started praying. Then he said, "Where's Goldie now? Prayer works." Yes, I saw that. I didn't the very last episode. Let me tell you where I caught it from. I gotta go. I record them, so I gotta go back and watch it. The very last episode, I started watching it in the middle. When David was talking to Mona, and he was talking about how he doesn't feel safe if he sits in between Tracy and Tamar, and at I think Trina's bachelorette party, Tracy, he said Tracy took Tamar's hand. He pulled her hair. I'm like, what hair? Anyway, Tracy pulled Tamar's hair and bent her hand back or whatever. I'm like, what the heck? And then I was skipping around, like in and out of the room, skipping around. It's recorded, but I'm going to go back and watch it. But see, and then Tamar, she walked off. I saw the scene where she was sitting there in first she was sitting there in her black cap, and she was talking about, they were supposed to wrap filming at 7:00, and she decides to show up at 6:48. Was Tamar high? If y'all seen that scene, was Tamar high when she was talking? She was there for like maybe 10 minutes and then she left. Like she purposely kept the crew waiting that whole time because she knew they would wrap by 7. So she shows up at 6:48. And then that last interview where her hair was down, she had on a jean jacket, and the producer, Michael, he was asking her questions and she was shaking her head, no. And he's like, just give me a little bit. No, see, don't do that. See, don't do that because this is not, And she walks off. Then she gets her lawyer to ask her question. Like, what the? And then she was talking. Did you see her face? Drama. Nothing but drama. She was looking up and looking down and talking. That's why I was like, I can't, man. I can't with this. You don't really want no help. You want attention and money. Just say that. You broke and you just don't know how to deal with it because you wanted this fame so bad, but you didn't know what you signed up for. That's why you lost your friends. That's why your sister. I wouldn't want to be around her either. Look at how she treats her sisters. Child. Y'all crazy. And she needs to stop with the plastic surgery. She was looking oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I recognize that attention-seeking behavior, y'all. I know I'm not the only one. She's like, and the thing I just want to explore, and I wanted to. I'm like, what are you talking about, Tamar? What? Stop with the drama. Anyway, back to Nicki Minaj, child. What you think she gonna name her son? And then here's the kicker. After all that drama, right? She goes on to start filming for the Braxton Family Values after that. I think that she is jealous that her sister is getting married, Trina. And I think that she has to take the attention off of Trina and put the attention on her. And I can't wait to see that play out. And see now I guess hopefully I'm hoping that it makes sense to people when David called 911. Everyone was like, why would he be talking about the network and the network this? Weren't they still filming at that time? Oh, no, they weren't. But were they still filming Braxton Family Values? Whatever. I listen, I'm not trying to defend David. I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's Nigerian and I'm partly Nigerian. So maybe that's what it is. No, but I'm not the type of woman that automatically, that man ain't no good. Nah, sometimes it be the women's. It be the women sometimes, and it is what it is. But anyway, congratulations to Nicki Minaj on being a mom. Shout out to you. I know that she is going to be overjoyed. She's already in love. She's gushing over her baby boy. I just hope that people leave her alone. Like, let her enjoy being a mom. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna do a good job staying hidden. And if she wants to showcase her baby, then that's her choice. But you got people making up fake pages, putting baby pictures up there with fake names. That's obsessive. That's absolutely upset. I can't be bothered. Hey, so extra blog. Greetings. Yes, I'm live. Actually live. He did too much. Josie, he did too much on that 911 call. But, okay, I said this before. What is a 911? Like, what was he supposed to say? There's no script. When you are panicking, you say some off-the-wall stuff. What was he supposed to say? Y'all just don't like the man. It's all good. What was he supposed to say? You know I can't stay on subject, Josie. You know that already. You know I can't stay on subject. I feel like it's She Royal, get your life. I got my life. My life is in the hands of the Most High. So I'm good. I don't idolize anyone. I'm not chasing fame. No. So I'm good. Say I need help, not talk about Well, I mean, I don't know. I get it. It seemed weird. But then again, we don't know what the heck was going on, man. I just, congratulations on David getting away from that family. And I think he needs to stay away from that family. And I applaud him because not too many men are smart enough to get a restraining order because, number one, they're going to be clowned. You know what I'm saying? Number two, sometimes they take matters into their own hands in a physical sense and get themselves in even more trouble. All right, speaking of trouble, listen, I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of talking about it, but I want to know what y'all think. So look at these two young kids, young and dumb, and I guess in love. So they're back together. Is anybody surprised? Anybody? Is anybody? So I am not surprised in the least. Not at all. Tell me what y'all think. Go off in the comments. What do you think Nicki will name her son? I think Roman. People were saying that. People were saying Roman. That'd be. I don't know if that'd be weird, but whatever she wants. King, Roman. King Minaj Petty. Mirage Petty. Roman Petty. Now I would hope that she would name him something that would allow him to maybe, I don't know. I was going to say get a job, but he ain't going to need to get no job. He probably has a company already in his name. Probably got a huge trust fund. But I don't know. I hope it's something, fun, befitting. I think she should keep that under wraps until she's ready, though. Probably already named the baby. Because I'm telling you, people are going to snoop, and they already creating fake pages with fake names, right? Like, they just doing too much. But Cardi B and Let a Baby Pop Up and Things Will Change. Yeah. Josie said, girl, I cannot. So Cardi B and her husband are back together. King Petty. Dope. That's dope, right? King Petty. That's kind of funny, to be honest with you. I think that's hilarious. All right. Here's the thing with Cardi B. See, I've always said marriage is for grown-ups. I've said this time and time again. Marriage is for grown-ups. And the reason why I say marriage is for grown-ups, I mean mentally. Like, Cardi B, all of this filing for divorce and taking it back and playing games with your marriage certificate and going down to the court and fight. That's childish to me. Unless you did this, Cardi meaning, unless she did this for publicity, unless you did this for people to talk about you. If so, that's just as immature. I don't care whether these two are together or not. I've said before, as long as the two of them, whether they're together or apart, are doing what they're supposed to do to make sure that their daughter and also Offset's kids, he's doing what he's supposed to do to make sure that all the children involved, okay, in this situation are taken care of financially and emotionally. As long as they're safe emotionally and physically, I don't care what the hell they do. Because to me, this is just something for us to talk about. Just like a soap opera. It's drama, drama, drama. Another thing, Cardi, why does she continuously get on social media and gripe and complain, right? Why does she get on social media and gripe and complain about her relationship? Oh, I'm buffering. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. See, this is exactly why I don't like to go live, child. It's buffering. Am I back? Are we good? No data. Can y'all hear me? Hold on, y'all. It's saying... Okay, I'm okay now? Okay. Not anymore. All right. Why y'all trying to stop my bag? All over the place. Y'all, you know what, Josie? You treat me so bad. This is so terrible. Anyway, as far as Cardi B and Offset, right? Off to cheat, or whatever they call them. All right, now I'm saying that it's excellent now. So we back on. Okay, thank you, y'all. It's a delay with the comments, so if I'm just seeing your comment, that's why I try not to pay attention to the comments. Oh, Lord Jesus. Yeah, I missed y'all. All right, back to Cardi and Off to cheat. Isn't he going through child support court with the last girl? I don't remember her name. I just don't understand. I don't even care. I just don't even really care. They're young mentally, you know what I mean? They got money. They can afford to waste their time on this foolishness. Cardi, are you giving us an album or not? She just recently launched her deal with Reebok, so she has a sneaker out. I think she's supposed to be putting out some more singles. I don't think she's coming out with an album until maybe next year. All right, fine. So I guess she has to keep her name circulating in the media. But girl, we don't care. Stop getting on social media complaining about people talking about you. Oh my God. So what? So what? Cardi ain't got enough to do. That's the problem. She ain't got nothing to keep her really busy. So this is why she has time to be on social media. She says that, she took Offset back because maybe she's crazy. She said people think that he's hands-on with her. She put her hands on him. I'm like, what type of new drugs these people on? Why are you telling us this? And then you get mad when people criticize you. Girl, I don't care what type of drugs you on, you off, you in or out of. Just as long as you ain't doing nothing around that baby. Okay? And that baby has good care. Like, you're sending her to your mama house when you decide to turn up and act a fool. Like, that's all I really care about. As far as what they do, I wouldn't be surprised if she turns up pregnant again. It's just like, girl, I sent you a super chat, hater. Wait, I didn't see that. Hold on, let me scroll. Oh, thank you, Josie. Not girl, where are you? Thank you, Josie. I appreciate the love. Yeah, they always in and out of court. Right? Always in and out of court. It's like, do anything for clout, right? And they were talking about themselves. We don't care, girl. We don't care. If you're new here, please be sure to hit the subscribe button if this is your first time here. And don't forget to click the notification bell and select all so you don't miss any of my uploads. Okay. And hopefully you're hitting the like button. Make sure you are sharing the video. I greatly appreciate it. How long I've been on here, y'all? Okay. All right. Now, our last topic. I don't have anything else to say about Cardi. Like, I wish y'all the best, I guess. And you know what, too? You know what this reminds me of? Cardi reminds me of, like, that homegirl that you have that's always going at it with her boyfriend and that you just personally stay out of, right? Like, girl, Offset is this and that. I filed for divorce. This will be me. Oh, word. If I say anything at all. You know what I mean? Like, Royal B, you listening to me? Yeah, I hear you, girl. I'm just letting you talk. Just get it all out. That's me. I would have nothing to say. I don't get involved in people who I know personally and their relationships. Nope. And Funky Dineva did a video. Y'all know I love Funky Dineva. He did a video talking about this. And I was shocked that he would even bother, but I'm glad he did because it was hilarious. But he said something. He says Cardi B assists Offset in disrespecting her. And I commented under that video and I said, you could have wrapped the video right then and there because that's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So you are assisting Offset in making you both look crazy. Like, you assisting him with disrespecting. You can do whatever you want to do, but girl, you don't have to tell us anything. You don't have to. We don't care. And you know, people are going to dig for information to see if she actually goes through with the divorce or if she takes it back, and then she gets mad because people are talking about it. Like, you went to court and filed for divorce. Like, you didn't think that people were going to find out about this? Now y'all back together, you mad at people for having an opinion. Like, girl, if you want to be back with him, just be back with him and shut up and keep it moving. Like, you don't owe anybody an explanation, girl. Anyway. All right, moving along, y'all. Pray for the children all the time, for real, because they don't have, hey, TKC, 2 times, what's good? Happy Saturday. I'm actually live for the first time in a long time. So I'm going to go back to doing the Saturday lives. As far as a time, I don't know. You know, I don't make promises at all unless I know I can keep it. So just be on the lookout. Usually I want to try to do it like in the 1 o'clock hour because everybody's up. You know, I have to account for the West Coast viewers. Shout out to the West Coast. All right. TKC, so glad you're in here. Up next, let's talk about it, y'all. Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, so you guys know that Tory Lanez has been charged and he appeared in court on the 13th. Also, the New York Times published an op-ed, which is opposite editorial, like a piece in the New York Times. Megan Thee Stallion gave a statement saying that, you know, Black women need to be protected on the very same day that Tory Lanez went to court. Now, I don't think that Megan Thee Stallion is responsible for when this piece in the New York Times came out, the date. I don't think so. I think that it's higher ups, if y'all know what I mean, the people that she's affiliated with, the people that she's associated with. Of course, she's taking the heat for that because some people are on the fence as it pertains to what she is accusing Tory Lanez of. Please don't put any, you know, certain words in the chat. Okay, use your discretion, please. So Tory Lanez is going to be going back to court next month. You know, he did plead not guilty, right? If I'm not mistaken. So I want y'all to tell me what you think. You know, yes, I have done videos about this. I'm just recapping all the stuff that I talked about this week, basically, and just, you know, coming through, sharing my thoughts and opinions and getting your thoughts and opinions about situations. So tell me what y'all think about Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. I want to hear some theories. I know it's been a while, TKC. Innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. Now, Cardi B is not that difficult for brothers to figure out. She is all fake aggression. Brothers know how to control that. That's why she came back. Yeah, pretty much predictable. He know what to say. Right. And I think she did that to get his attention. You know what I'm saying? But they could play around with their marriage all they want. They're the ones that's married. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But as far as Tory Lanez go, let me just say this. I'm gonna say this. I think that there's more to this story as well. I'm gonna say this because I tiptoe around this topic, certain things, because I'm not gonna say everything as it pertains to Meg and Tory. I am still praying for the both of them. And this man is being accused of something that has the maximum charge of 22 years and 8 months, right? So I don't understand, like, when he goes to court and he pleads not guilty, some people are in an uproar. This man has children. This man's life is on the line. You understand what I'm trying to say? He could be going away to jail for a very, very, very long time, possibly get deported. Who knows, right? And I feel like he has the right to defend himself how he chooses to, as it pertains to the accusations that are being made, like that are being pinned on him, right? I don't know if he did anything. And I'm not, excuse me, for me, this is not about choosing sides. And I think, no shade to anybody, right? You are all entitled to your opinions, and I'm okay with that, as long as y'all respectful. Y'all know how I get down, right? Here's the thing. I just feel like this entire thing grew legs, wings, turbo jetpacks, and I just feel the root of this is to divide, to continue to divide. The who and what, whatever. It's just meant to divide. And I feel sorry for the both of them. I've said this before in my commentary. I feel sorry for the both of them because I feel like the both of them are being moved around on this chessboard. Moved around. Both of them are being moved around. And I don't think that the two of them are going to get the outcome that the public thinks. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think either one of them are going to end up better off than they started. You get what I'm trying to say? I feel like when the chess master is done, or the chess players are done moving them around, they're going to be knocked off the board. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad for the both of them equally. I do. I'm not saying this person did this, I've heard so many theories, and a lot of them make sense. But to me, like I said before, the devil that we don't see is the one that's the most dangerous. Who is behind pulling all these strings? Oh, there's text messages that were sent. There's this that was sent. We've seen none of this stuff. And maybe that stuff will come out when, this trial or whatever, takes place. Maybe there's evidence being withheld from the public. You know what I mean? But it seems like the some of these publications and the media, these media outlets, to me, it just takes me back to Biggie and Tupac. I don't know why. I can't get out of that era. Don't judge me. Y'all know how I feel about that. It just takes me back to that time where the media had a strong hand, you know what I mean, in divide. When the heck did it East Coast versus West Coast? You know what I'm saying? And like people, everyday people, regular people, they lost their lives because of that. People were really beefing with each other because of that. I don't know, man. It's just so demonic. It's just so freaking demonic. And it's like, we've seen this before. And I said this before. Megan does not speak for me as a black woman. You get what I'm saying? Like, Tory doesn't speak for me as a black person. Like, I understand the whole protect black women. I get that. But not every woman is on board with the message that Meg is sending. Not every woman and man is on board with the message that Tory is sending. That's a divide there, and people are willing to go to blows over it. But I'm paying attention to what most people are not talking about. Who's responsible for all of this finagling and information being misconstrued and dropped here? And like, who's pulling the strings behind all of this? That's who I'm paying attention to, because those are going to be the people that'll pull the plug on either one of these two at any time. And then what? Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. I think there's more to this story. I do read the comments out of order. I don't pay. I try not to pay attention to the comments, or else I'll be caught up. Well, see, Josie, I feel you on that one. You sprained your ankle and you still feel the pain. All I got to say is this. I'm gonna go back to reading the comments. This is not all I got to say, but this is what I want to say. What I've seen throughout hip hop history as it pertains to the media and stuff like that, right? Sometimes people think that it's good to have the media on your side. I don't, because the media's objective is to sell a story, is to get clicks and to get traffic to their sites, to get traffic to their social media pages. The media is loyal to no one. I said this in one of my other videos too, but whatever. The media is loyal to no one because they will build you up if it benefits them, and they will tear you down if it benefits them. You can have the media on your side, but that is for a limited time only. But if you got the loyal people on your side, not the media, not these media outlets and these paparazzi and stuff like that. But if you got some real down loyal people on your side, you might be better off in the long run. So I just see this media frenzy. Every 5 minutes I turn around, it's this media frenzy. And it's just like the oldest trick in the book. They build you up just to tear you down. Either way, the media profits off of it. Somebody profiting off of this, right? And that's why I say, to me, it's not about choosing sides. I feel for the both of them. Both of their lives are on the line. It may not look like one person is really suffering now, but in the long run, both of their lives are on the line. And it's a shame because we've seen this time and time again throughout history as it pertains to the media and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's sad. And I hate it. The only real charge that Tory got to worry about is the gun possession charge due to him being a foreigner. Yeah. There are too many holes in the story. Yep. I'm all for the ideal that women need protection, but let's keep it real. Megan wasn't on no protect women tip when she beefed with Saweetie and other black females. See? You see? And she got upset. Megan got upset that people are okay, here's the thing. This is what I don't get, right? When the story first came out, right? And she did her first live when she was in her purple hair and I think she was playing Biggie in the background. Y'all know how I feel about Biggie. She looked terrified to be on that live. This is when she said that she was popped in both of her feet. She said this. Ain't nobody making this up. She said it. Then she did a second live. And this is when she had on her black hoodie. I still have, all of these are she took off of her social media, but I have the one where on my Instagram page where she was in her black hoodie and she said, yes, that ninja Tory popped me. You dry pop me. Or whatever, yada, yada. She had her back turned, yada, yada. So I'm saying to myself, she's got to prove that, right? This is what I'm saying to myself. And I see other people saying the same thing. And the people who said, well, she has to prove that. Like, you accusing this man of something, the burden of proof is on you. You're going on social media saying the reason why you didn't talk to the authorities is because you didn't want them to know that there was a hammer in the car and yada, 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 right? Okay, fine. You know, that's your reason. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else because none of us were in that situation at that time. Fine. But you are on social media saying this. I hope you realize that the burden of proof is on you because you are making these accusations. So people who said, okay, well, we need to see some proof. Oh, how could you see? That's the problem. You don't protect black women. Why would she lie? Listen, what do you mean? Why would she lie? People lie every day. B, are you kidding me? And I am a black woman. So because I say that, well, dang, that's a strong accusation, right? How you gonna prove that? And people who said the same thing that I'm saying, we were deemed as we are anti-black woman. I don't know how the hell I can be anti myself, but whatever. You know, they make up new words and labels every second. You don't want to protect black women. So because I'm asking you for proof, the court of law is going to ask you for proof, right? If I say that Leroy punched me in my eye, if I go to the authorities, I am going to have to prove that Leroy punched me in my eye, right? If Leroy punched me in my eye would be black and blue, would it not? When I go to court, I'm going to have some police report that the authorities came and witnessed my black and blue. So I don't get it. If the common human being, the common man or woman says that, oh, well, she needs to prove it, they get railroaded. But you're going to be standing in a court of law and you're going to have to prove it. Like, I don't know, y'all. Logic. Where's Logic Human at? That's a perfect name. You see, people don't want to be logical. And it's because, again, just like with Tamar, a lot of people, because you like Meg, you know, and I don't dislike Meg. I happen to like Megan as far as when she first came out, you know, the Tina Snow, you know, I like Tina Snow Megan. You know, her lyrically, that Don't Stop song, I see what they're doing. You know what I mean? To me, she's been smutted out and I'm not interested anymore, but whatever, you know, it's because they love her so much. She can do no wrong in their eyes. And having that type of like being obsessed with people like that is so dangerous. Like, why is it that a black woman, a black man, anybody, you think anybody can just make an accusation and not have any proof? Come on, that's dangerous. And because I say that Megan is going to have to prove that, I'm anti-protect black women. Listen, I don't child, let me tell you something. There's some black people, I don't know if you can, some of you may have came in late, but I was talking about Diddy. Diddy all of a sudden wants to do this black political party. I'm not following nothing that Diddy said. You think Diddy has black people's best interests at heart? Hell no. It's been proven that he hasn't. Are you kidding me? Look at how he treated his artists, the ones that are still alive anyway. Are you kidding me? Just because all skin folk ain't kinfolk. And I'm not saying that that's what Megan is doing. I'm just saying, you make an accusation like that against someone that can land them in jail for 20 some odd years, you better have your ducks in a row. I'm not just going to believe you because you're a black woman. Hell no. And I'm a black woman. I'm not going to believe you just because you're a black man. I'm sorry. These are some strong allegations. The burden of proof is on her. I'm just saying. The burden of proof is on her. I don't know if he did it. I don't know if he didn't do it. One thing I do know is when it comes to these people in the music industry and Hollywood, trust me, they can make magic happen. Put it that way. And that goes for either side. We've seen it done. And then years later, you know, new evidence comes up that, you know, oh, it didn't go this way. It didn't quite go this way. It went this way. Look at the exonerated five. Back in the 80s, everybody thought that they were guilty. Everybody. Years with a Z later, come to find out, they made them confess. They made them lie. So let's not act like if you make an act, you're going to have to show me proof. I don't care if you a black woman, you a Jamaican woman, you a Nigerian woman. I don't care. You show and prove. You have to show and prove. I don't take anybody's word for it. No. Absolutely. That's dangerous. That's dangerous as hell. I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. Same thing with Tory too. He's going to have to prove, no, he didn't do it as well. I'm not just taking anybody's word just because I may like their music or I may like them as an artist. No, that's stupid. All right, let me get to these comments. I think I read this. Too many holes in the story. There's only one real charge. Rock Nation. I need to know the truth and what happened. Something is missing, and I'm unsure if we'll ever have the definitive answer to this question. Yeah, people are gonna hide what they, you know. That's my era. It's definitely being used as a political prop. Interest groups to promote more gender division between black men and black women. Does she have eyes in the back of her head? Girl, if the ER saw bullet wounds, they would have called the police. You see, people are not stupid. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, people are not stupid, and people have the ability to critically think. And just because you are critically thinking and asking some objective questions doesn't mean that you a hater. Come on, man. Not Leroy. Dry shot. That's a unique word she used. What does dry shot mean? LOL. Either man shot you, he did it. At first, when I heard that she was popped in both feet, I automatically thought it was an accident. Most times I hear about people getting popped in their feet. It always seems to be accidental. Did you see the cop video last night? She was hopping and you could see blood, all the bones. Central Park 5, including Cheeto. Yeah, including Cheeto. Yep. Yeah, he called for the execution of these kids back in the 80s. Man, that case was so wild. So wild. And now look, they can't get that time back. So and I don't understand why people don't realize that. People lie all the time. Matter of fact, what's the girl name? Central Park Karen. Remember the lady, Amy Cooper? I think that's her name. She was in a park in Central Park or whatever, and she was walking her dog, and she didn't have a leash on. And the guy, his last name is Cooper too, black guy. And they kept saying that he was a Harvard graduate, as if to say, oh, because he's black, he graduated from Harvard. So, we should seek justice for him. But anyway, remember, he walked up to her and said, you're supposed to have your dog on a leash. And look at what she did. Imagine if he didn't record her. Apparently, because her case is in court now. I should do a video about that. Her case is in court now. And apparently there were 2 911 calls. There was a 911 call that he recorded, and then there was a second 911 call as well. Oh, she was like, I'm being assaulted or whatever the heck. Imagine if that man didn't record her and cops showed up. That man could have been gone. So you see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if I don't care what color what you identify as. We shouldn't be taking people's word for it, especially people we don't know. We don't know her person. We don't know Megan Thee Stallion personally. I don't. Let me speak for myself. I don't. Same thing if the roles were reversed. If Tori said, oh, Meg did X, Y, and Z, you would have to prove it too, boss man. Come on, like people, let's stop. Let's stop here. And, you can choose to believe what you want. That's not what I'm knocking. But what I'm saying is, if somebody says, well, I don't know, man, we're going to have to see some proof. Oh my God, you're not protecting black women. What? Protecting black women is just taking their word for it? Is that what it means? Let's just stop. She walked up on him. I can't with the Karens. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. I just really feel bad for the two of them, like I said. I really do, man. Because like I said, when they're done moving these chess pieces on the board, then what? It's like, it's sad. It's so sad what fame will do and the industry will do to people. It sucks. It really sucks. But then again, some people, they sign up for it thinking they don't care. They want it at all costs. And they're in for a rude awakening. So I'm going to continue to just pray for the both of them, man. Like I said, I ain't taking nobody's side. Whatever the outcome is, as far as the court case goes, it's no one's going to win. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, either side, whichever side is proven innocent or guilty, no one's going to win because there's already a divide. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, the division has already been set in motion. So if one side comes out triumphant, the other side is going to be going against each other. You know what I mean? The two sides are going to be going against each other and vice versa. You get what I mean? So nobody's going to win per se in this situation. It's a lose-lose situation. The only people that may win are the people, like I said, the devils that we don't see. Those are the people that are going to be making money. So I don't know, man. It just sucks. I can't even believe this. Hey, HFG, greetings. I'm actually live. All right, how long I been on here? Does anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions or concerns or suggestions that they'd like to voice at this time? I'm a whole fool. I miss doing the Saturday Live. I can't with the Karens. Make sure y'all liking the video, please. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, we shall see what becomes of this. So what I gotta do? So make sure y'all notifications are on, because I have a update video that I've been stalling on Tim Norman. I had to like re-record it a couple of times. So I had the Tim Norman update. That's the dude from Sweetie Pies, Miss Robbie's son. So update on that. I gotta finish doing the Tamar Braxton videos, and I did episode 1 of season. Are you guys watching Sisters? The review is up for episode 1. I totally forgot that there was a second episode. So I got to do the second episode. So I'm going to be Josie, you funny, dog. Yeah, so are y'all watching Sisters? Tyler Perry Sisters? As I like to call them, the Great Value Girlfriends. The Great Value version of Girlfriends. Show is still whack, but it's funny. So I'm reviewing that as well. What else is supposed to be coming back on? Braxton's is coming back on next month. Black China's show is coming back. Did y'all know that? Oh, Lord. So now I got to renew my Zeus subscription. Remember, I only, if you've been rocking with me for a while, I only had the Zeus subscription for the Black China and for the conversation with Ray J and Princess. Y'all don't want the, what you mean leave Tamar alone? I have to finish the season and do the reviews. Boy, Tim, let me tell you something. That Tim Norman is something else. So I'm not gonna make that a long video, but I do have I don't know. Should I go live? No, I don't want to go live. These lives take a long time to stream. To like process and upload. So I'll probably do a pre-recorded, but have the live chat. That's what I do in the morning. Like when I have my shows, sometimes it's pre-recorded and then the chat is live. That's why you don't see me in the chat. I don't even, because I be doing all types of other stuff. Got other stuff going on. So I pre-record them and I just let the chat be live and it premieres. But I'm actually live today for the first time in a long time. How you doing? Oh, Salt Lake City. Yeah, I heard about When is that coming on? Salt Lake City. I can't deal with any more housewives. I'm housewived out. I don't even watch Potomac, but I know what's going on with Potomac. I'm just patiently waiting for Power to come back. Oh my God. Can you believe that this mid-season break? The nerve. And Power's supposed to be coming back when? December, right? Power Book 2. So disgusted. Courtney campaign have to do us like that. You be talking about me to my sister. Yeah, that's Don't Try Me. That's my sister. She ain't in here. She probably listening, but not in here. Not typing or nothing, because I'm on here. Oh, November 11th? Yeah, I hear Potomac is good, but I can't. It's too, and all of them are recorded on my DVR. I'm too far gone now, I think, right? I don't, never watched Potomac. I said I was going to start watching this season, but it's too much, I guess. Yeah, I know, Josie. You never seen the original Power series, and you're not watching Power Book 2. And I've been saying you've been missing out. You got a lot of catching up to do. All right, y'all. I'm about to sign off. So if there are no further questions or concerns, I'm going to depart from you guys for now. So I'm going to put Sisters up next. Sisters is going to come up probably in the next 30 minutes. Episode 2, Tyler Perry Sisters. And then I'll probably do that Tamar and that Tamar video and then do the reviews. Or I should just do the Tamar video and not even bother with the reviews. I can't. It's too much. It's just too much. I can't even be bothered with Tamar. She too much. She too extra. Oh, OC is back? Nah, but Tamra and Vicky are not on there. Right? OC I watched. I watched from the very first season. Yeah, but Vicky and Tamra are gone. Who's on OC? Is Shannon still there? I don't like Kelly at all. And Heather Dubrow, is she still there too? Josie, you got all the tea. All right, so I'll be back live. I probably will be back live next week Saturday. I can't during the week. I can't do live. Remember, Rona Academy is in full effect in this house. So I got to be the principal. I'm the principal, the teacher, janitorial services, the lunch lady, okay? Administration, all types of stuff. The science teacher, math. So, they started on Thursday? Shamps, Heather Dubrow is that? Okay, so now I got to set my DVR for that one. I don't like Kelly, though. I can't stomach her. She gets on my nerves. Shannon, Kelly, Gina, and a new girl. Okay. I'm gonna miss Tamra. Tamra was a little ghetto. She got on my nerves sometimes, but she was a little ghetto. All right. Cornova. Ooh, it's time for me to go eat lunch, that is. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined today. It's been a long time. This was a great family meeting. I miss our little chats and talks and stuff. So this was light today. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yeah, Kelly is trash for sure. I hope you guys enjoy the remainder of your weekend. So make sure that you have your notifications on because I will be back. And make sure you guys like the videos. Don't forget to like the videos. That helps get the video more traction. You understand what I'm trying to say? This has already been long. Thank you so much, Miss Josie, for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. Share the video. Tell your friends to subscribe and all that good stuff. Make sure you are following me on social media at @she_RoyalB on Instagram and Twitter. Welcome to all of the new... I got to go because OBS is acting up. OBS is acting up, child. All right, so I'm signing off, Royal Family. And as always, until next time, peace.